Egg.
Okay, this is Ava's lesson on April the 4th, and we're going to begin with the minuet in A minor.
Yes.
So let's just look at the piece. What does A minor mean? What does it mean, minuet in A minor?
It's a piece of piano in A minor.
Yes, it's based on the A minor scale. Can you play the A minor scale? Let's just do one hand. Can I show you? G sharp.
It's been a while.
Wait. G sharp, G sharp. 3, 2, 1, G sharp. 3, 2, 1. You try. No, it's not F sharp, it's G sharp. Let's start over. So minuet in A minor means that the tune is going to use the notes of the A minor scale. So most of the notes are going to be white, and then you're going to have G sharp accidentals. Let's look at the music. Ah yes, here it is in measure 6. There's a G sharp accidental. And let's see, here's another one down here on measure 22, G sharp accidental. See that? Good. Otherwise, we've got all white notes. And in fact, it starts out with the A minor chord, doesn't it? Let's play the beginning. E, C, A, F, and then this chord, D, B, G. What chord is that?
The E chord? No, the G chord.
The G chord, that's right. D, B, G, E. Oh, let's start with a D. D, B, G, E. That's it. Good. Now, we don't have chords anymore. The notes are moving more note by note. A, C, B, A, G sharp, E, E, D, C, B, A, 2, 3. Good. Now let's look at the note in measure 5. The first note is a dotted quarter note. How many counts for that dotted quarter note?
2.5.
Not 2.5. 1 and half. That's right. It gets an apple up, right? And here's the other half an apple right there on the next note.
An apple app.
An apple app. That's right. It gets an apple app. Here's another one on measure 7 on the B. Let's try this from the measure 5. Ready, and 1, 2, 3. Apple, 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 apple. Good. Now, in a place like this, what you might do is pause the video and then try it.
Okay.
Okay? Good.
Got that?
Got that.
Did you get that?
Did you get that? Okay. Now, let's take a look at the left hand, what's happening on these first 2 lines. Can you find the first 2 notes? Good. Now, it is a third, but they suggest that you play fingers 1 and 2. Can you think of a reason why?
Maybe because they'll need a stretch down here.
That's right. That's a very good answer. Okay, so play this for 2, 3 down to D, E, F, G, 2, 3, C, finger 5 on C, E, D, E, F, C, D, E, hold, C, D, and then your thumb on E, open your hand wide so you can reach the low E, pop down there, and then up a fourth to that A. That's right, good. Now here's another instance where you might put the video on pause and then try that a few times, okay? Good. Now let's take a look at the next bit in the right hand. Measure 9 starts on C. That's right. Good. Let's play by intervals now. C, up a second, down a fifth. Hold, hold. Up a second, up a second, down a fifth. Hold, hold. Up a second, down a second, down a third. Up an octave. That's right. Down a second, apple, 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 apple. Good. You see, when you play by intervals, it makes reading music very, very quick. You might not recognize this G, but you go, oh, look at the big leap. Now we're looking at measure 14, and the second note is G, and then there's a big leap up, and you can almost always guarantee that when you have a big leap like that, it's going to be an octave. And from one G to the next G, or from one F to the next F, or from one C to the next C is always an octave, right? Okay. Good. Let's continue on. Again, you might stop the video here and then play measures 9 to measure 16. Now we're going to begin with measure 17, okay? And again, playing by intervals. We're going to start with the E and play the A minor chord going down. E, down a third, up a 6, hold, hold, down a third, down a third, up a 6, hold, hold, down a fifth, up a third, down a second, down a second, down a third. That's right. See, look at how it's a line note to a line note, right? And then here's a big leap. It must be an up an octave. Down a second, down a second, down a second, down a second, same. Good. When you're learning a new piece, you want to use all your skills, like finding the letter names and intervals at the same time, and doing that little bit of counting with apples to help you get the rhythm right from the start. Okay, now let's look at the left hand, starting at measure 9. Okay, the first note is A. We've already written that in there. Put your number 1 on A. Good, and we're going to play by intervals. Here we are. A, hold, down a second, down a second, down a second, down a second, up a fourth using finger 1, hold, down a second, down a second, down a second, down a second, up a fourth to finger 3, up a fourth, that's only a third, up a fourth to finger 3, up a fourth, because you're going to need your 2 for the G, and your 1 for the A, good, and then down a second to G, down a second, down a second, up a second, up a second, but use your finger 1 this time because you've got to reach down an octave. Go. Up a fourth using finger 3. Good. Up a second, down a second, down a second, down a second. Hold, hold. Now you're going to go up a fourth. You're just going to hop over there to finger 4. Up a second, up a second, up a second. Down a fifth. Up a second, up a second, up a second. Down a fourth. Up a second, up a second. Down a second, down a second, up a second using finger 1. So you can go down an octave. Oops, that was a 10th. And up a fourth. That's it. Good. Okay. So I would suggest as you practice this piece that you practice in sections just like we've done here in the lesson. Pausing the video and practicing that section and then starting the video again and doing the next section, practicing that bit. Once you've practiced all the sections, then play the right hand all the way through and the left hand all the way through. And that will be your goal for next lesson. Okay? So no hands together this week.
Just strict learning.
Learning hands separately.
Yeah.
The notes and the counting. Good. So the next thing we will go to is the technique, because we started the alternate triads, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how to play the alternate triads on C major?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay,
Pretty
good.
good.
Let's give it a try. Correctly with the correct fingers. I would suggest that when you practice, you play with a more steady speed. So I would go a little bit slower so that you can get to the next position on time. Okay, let's try the A minor one, but we'll go even slower than that. Okay. Be sure and do that at least 3 times every day. 3 times on C major and 3 times on A minor. Now, let's, the A minor scale was in your review in technique.
Didn't practice that one very much.
And we didn't, and then when we went to play the A minor scale in the minuet, we went, that was interesting. Okay, let's see if you still remember the A minor scale.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
The scale like this one? Like the...
This is a scale. You're climbing up note by note.
Hands together?
Okay, no, just one hand at a time. Left hand. Job. Be sure to do that 3 times every day. So again, here you would pause the video and play the A minor scale 3 times.
I can't remember. Was this the Egyptian thing? The one that was like...
It is, yes. And now the C major scale.
Hands together?
No. When you practice the C scale, because you know it so well already, you can think about certain things, like for instance, tucking your thumb and keeping your fingers nice and strong and curved. I'll play it with the left hand. Nice curved fingers. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Okay, those are 2 important parts of playing scales. Tucking the thumb, keeping the fingers nice and curved, that help you to play faster and more accurately and with nice evenness.
What's the next recital?
It is, I believe, April 28th, so the end of this month. And the last thing that you need to practice in technique are the arpeggios. When you play an arpeggio, what note do you look for?
Which one?
If you play the C arpeggio, what note are you always looking for?
The C?
The C. If you play the A minor arpeggio, what note? You're always looking for the A. So even on the way down, you don't look for the
G,
the E.
oh.
You're always looking for the A, putting your hand in the position. Okay? Good. So we'll leave it there. And now we will look at the study in C on page 5.
No.
That would be the other book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing with the time thing, what's it called?
Metronome?
Yes, was not working for me. So I just thought, I was like, well, the easiest part was just if I just slowed the piece down a little bit. Because I can't really do the metronome. Okay. I either want to go slower or faster, and I can't go on the metronome.
Now this is important as we look at learning how to use the metronome. Remember that it's a skill like anything else. It doesn't just happen by magic the first time you try it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is try out the metronome with the left hand. Okay, so can you show me how fast that we can play the left hand?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Like, how the fast I can
First
go?
you're going to play. No, not the fastest you can go, but you can just show me how you can play the left hand.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Did you notice that the first note is also staccato?
Yeah.
Let's try it like that. So it's gonna sound like this. Watch watch out, because measure 3, that chord right there is only one
It's the only
time.
of its kind.
It's only one of it. There's not two of it. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try. Only one of these. That's right. Good. Now you can stop. Now I'm going to find the same speed on the metronome. Here's the exact same speed that you were playing. It happens to be 112.
Is that good or bad?
It's not good or bad. It's just
It's
what
just,
it is.
It's numbers.
Yeah, it's just a number, okay? So now we're going to play like this. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't get faster. 1, 2, 3. Lift off. Good job. Now, playing the right hand with the metronome is going to be a little bit different, because sometimes you will have 2 notes per tick, and sometimes you will have 1 note per tick. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow the metronome down and demonstrate for you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You try it. Three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Play and play and play. Play and play and play. Tick, tick, tick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Tick, tick, tick. Da 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 da. Okay, now listen to this part right here. Measure 11. 1, 2, 3. Now you try it. Listen to the 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Measure 15. 1, 2, 3. Here it is again. Now you try it. Listen again. Good. 3 more times. 1. That didn't count. Good. 2. Very nice. Okay. Now we're going to start here. Ready, and wiggle, 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 1, 2, 3. Jump, now we go to C. There you go. Good. Okay. I think you'll be able to play along with the video in this section.
And then I have the metronome going too.
Yes, that's right. You do have the metronome going. And that speed was 88.
Okay. Did you hear that? 88.
Actually, we're going to mark it right in the music.
Okay, then. Maybe if you didn't hear that.
Okay. Okay. Now, we're going to try playing this without the metronome. Hands together.
Oh boy. Fabulous.
Actually, let's just turn the video off for this, or just put it on pause. Okay, we are going to do the study in C major, starting at measure 9, and I will play the right hand and you will play the left hand, okay? And I'll start with a counting in 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so let's try that again, okay? Okay, ready, and 1. I'm going to count in first so that you can hear it on the video and then you can play along. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, that's going to make it a lot easier for you at home. So we're going to stop.